Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Snagged in the middle. It's held. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Though statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Green. He'll heave it deep. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carry.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
The Longhorns are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They'll to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense getting set for first down. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to keep moving. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They're working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Discards a man.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Green. He finds his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the... And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's high. And the Razorbacks get it past the sticks. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Jackson.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He wants it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Green. Coming after him. Feeling some heat. Dances away from the heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He's looking for a man on second down. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bond. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Pocket starts to collapse. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grabbed behind the line. It's Blue. Oh, what a move to get open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wide out in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Green. Unloads it left. It's caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The aerial assault continues. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying to get to it. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll line up for a second down play. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They're bringing heat. Safe completion on the screen. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Green. They're trying to get to it. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Give to the running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Smashes through the tackle. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Diving for the goal line, and he lost the ball.
Well, this defense is able to put out yet another fire in a situation late in the game, David, where they're up. Nice job and great effort creating that turnover.
And it's a great stop by the defense.
It's loose. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
On the ground, it's Jackson.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Showing off the arm. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. The give to the left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Looking to throw, it's Green. Looking to get it in the end zone, and down he goes. They were trying to tie the game, but they are denied, still down by 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Oh, he wants it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Facing the give to the back. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day if you're this quarterback right now. You know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Off the play fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the air. It's Ewers. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best.
Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's got his man across the middle. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out fast. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Brown. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. Back to the air one more time. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it out.
A shot toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Makes the catch. It's held. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to pass. It's Green. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out, execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all